enter the church.
Good afternoon, parents, and welcome to the St Columba's Catholic College Year 12 Award Ceremony for 2022. This is indeed a very special day, marked already by a beautiful liturgy celebrated by Father Paul. We now continue with the formality of an award ceremony that recognises the achievements and the efforts of your sons and daughters, our students. I would ask you from the outset of today's proceedings that the formality be respected and applause given only at the times requested. Please be seated. It gives me great pleasure to invite Mr. Scollard, our college principal, to speak.
Good morning, everyone. I think I've got two small things I'd like to say this morning. First of all, to the families, it's fabulous that you're here with us. This is as much a celebration for you as it is for the young people in front of you. I think I speak a little bit firsthand in that later this evening I'll be with my own son who graduates from Year 12 today. And so I understand that this is a great sign for you and for all families, in fact, across New South Wales this week, as we have this lovely Year 12 graduation space, where we celebrate the fact that the young people we've cared and nurtured and loved finish this first great length of their life's journey with much excitement ahead of them. But as principal at St Columba's, I just want to thank you and acknowledge the fact that we have beautiful young women and men here with us today as our Year 12 graduating class, because of the way you've loved them into being from the time they were born. So while we celebrate their great achievements as St Columba students, we do so with the full knowledge that we do just a little bit of the work. The bulk of it is the work that you have done and that you'll continue to do, as my dear old 88-year-old mother tells me when she lectures me on the way home of an afternoon, well into the future. Thanks for working with us in partnership. Thanks for trusting the most precious things you have in your life, your children, with us, to care for them and to guide them. So it's great working with you hand in hand in this way. So to the families who are here, thanks for your great work, thanks for the continued work, and thanks for trusting us. To the beautiful young women and men, the Year 12 class at St Columba's this year, if I can speak to you for just a short time. A little bit less than a year ago, in fact, I made my first trip ever up the driveway here at St Columba's that you walk down with all the school community and the Tommy's kids on the sideline cheering you as you made your last trip down the driveway today. It's fair to say that when I arrived and made my way up towards St Columba's, I was a little bit taken aback. I'd not been here before and I didn't quite know what to expect. So when I saw the length of the driveway, magnificent gardens with their spring blossoms blooming, and the great sandstone building at the top of the driveway, I was just a little bit impressed. It's a pretty beautiful place. April of this year, during the school holidays, I came back up to do a little bit of paperwork and sort my office out a bit. And as I stepped outside, I realised there was something missing. There was something lacking. And it was you. It was the students of St Columba's. It was the staff. It was the people who have been making St Columba's a magnificent place of faith and learning since the seminarians first arrived here over 100 years ago, and then the school students in 1979. And I reflect on that with you this morning because I would hope that after your 13 years of schooling and your 6 years at St Columba's, that while you'll have spent many, many hours in English and maths and science and humanities, loads of time playing handball on the playground, way too much time queued up at the canteen, as much as those things are really important, I would hope that there'd be one really significant lesson you'd take away from your time at St Columba's, which is the most important of the lessons. And that is that buildings and gardens and places of beauty are really important. They're good for us. They provide somewhere for us to celebrate and to learn and to be together. But the most important thing in our lives are the people and the relationships that we will cultivate with those people around us. Father Paul spoke really beautifully before about the importance of those relationships and the love in those relationships. And that's what I'd hope that as St Columba's students, you would always remember. In 10 or 20 years' time, when you've finished uni or your trade, when you're well into your career, and some of you no doubt will be sitting in big corner offices in the city. I hope that some of you will be teachers working here at St Columba's. And if I'm due to retire, which I hope I will be in 20 years' time, hopefully some of you will be queuing up for my job. But when you do, when you're in your corner office, or when you're a school principal, or whatever it is you might decide to do, don't get carried away by how important the label on your door is, or the title on the bottom of your email, or the place where you work or live. Please remember that if you're going to be a St Columba's student, then to act justly is to do justice to those people in your lives by loving them well, in the same way that your parents have loved you well. Please remember that to walk humbly with your God is to walk humbly with those people around you and to recognise God in them and in yourselves. And please remember that to love tenderly is to take care of those people so very, very well. If you can remember those lessons, then you'll be fine. And you will have a life lived with great joy. I won't promise you with no sadness along the way, because that doesn't happen, but the joy will outweigh the sadness. And you will have good, full, rich relationships. So this afternoon, Year 12, we congratulate you on your graduation from high school. We're very, very proud of the young people that you are. We wish you wonderful lives filled with success and much joy. And our prayer for you as you go forward from St Columba's will be that you continue to remember to be those people of other people. And not just the people that you know, but also those people in the world that you don't know personally, but that you know about, because they need your love as well. They're the people who you will change the world for as you venture forward. So congratulations, well done today. We look forward to seeing you in the years ahead and hearing of your many successes. But well done this morning. Thanks, Year 12.
We will now present the Year 12 graduating class of 2022 with their college portfolios. Each student will receive a portfolio which contains a certificate of graduation from the college, Year 12 final reports, and academic achievement certificates for students who were ranked second or third place in each subject. I invite Ms Pranjic, Leader of Wellbeing Year 12, to the lectern.
I call upon the homeroom teachers of 12.1, Mr Badman, and homeroom teacher of Aspect, Ms Campbell, to assist Mr Scollard in presenting the Year 12 portfolios. It is with pleasure that I present to you the students from 12.1. Please hold your applause until the final student has been presented. James Batinsky, Certificate of Graduation. Lauren Beaton, Certificate of Graduation. Paige Bradshaw, Certificate of Graduation. Taylor Brickwood Adams, Certificate of Graduation. Neve Canning, third in Design and Technology. Summer Daly, Certificate of Graduation. Holly Durs, Certificate of Graduation. Rachel Doughty, third in Personal Development, Health and Physical Education. Lola Edmondson, third in Community and Family Studies. Joshua Harrison, second in Mathematics Extension 2. Harish Holmes, Certificate of Graduation. Ashley Hurley, Certificate of Graduation. Liam Kerr, third in Chemistry, third in Mathematics Extension 1. David McMaster, Certificate of Graduation. Xavier Nissen, Certificate of Graduation. Xavier Plowman, Certificate of Graduation. Andy Rogers, third in Modern History. Lachlan Smith, Certificate of Graduation. Finn Spain, Certificate of Graduation. Jack Thomas, Certificate of Graduation. Ryan Woods, Certificate of Graduation. Please put your hands together for 12.1. Thank you, Mr. Badman and Ms. Campbell. I would now like to call upon the homeroom teacher of 12.2, Mr. Carr, to assist Mr. Scollard in presenting the Year 12 portfolios. It is with pleasure that I present to you the students from 12.2. Please hold your applause until the final student has been presented. Jasmine Abel, Certificate of Graduation. Ruby Bentvelsen, Second in English, Extension 1. Isabel Blacklock, Certificate of Graduation. Ashley Campbell, Certificate of Graduation. Jasmine Cook, Second in English Advanced, Second in English Extension 1, Third in Visual Arts. Emma Craig, Certificate of Graduation. Alyssa Gardner, Certificate of Graduation. Mia Garraway, Third in Community and Family Studies. Alec Gleeson, Certificate of Graduation. Sophia Hammond, Third in English Extension 2, Third in Legal Studies, Second in Modern History, Third in Studies of Religion 1. Nicholas Harrison, Certificate of Graduation. Scarlett Hay, Certificate of Graduation. Adam Holder, Second in Software Design and Development. Pang Ying Ho, Second Certificate of Graduation. Dylan Lestel Braid, Certificate of Graduation. Bridget Lloyd Williams, Certificate of Graduation. Riley Middlebrook, Certificate of Graduation. Madeline Moore, Certificate of Graduation. Jack O'Connor, Certificate of Graduation. Martine Perez Eaton, Certificate of Graduation. Joshua Phillips, Certificate of Graduation. Nathan Press, Certificate of Graduation. Thomas Rizzuti, Certificate of Graduation. Henry Rutkowski, third in English Studies. Ellie Savage, Certificate of Graduation. Matthew Sekulik, Certificate of Graduation. Nicholas Weinman, Certificate of Graduation. Please put your hands together for the students of 12.2. Thank you, Mr. Carr. I would now like to call upon homeroom teacher of 12.3 to present and assist Mr. Scollard in presenting the Year 12 portfolios. It is with pleasure that I present to you the students of 12.3. Please hold your applause until the final student has been presented. Olivia Boulis, Certificate of Graduation. Haig Buckingham, second in Music. Caitlin Clements, second in Business Studies, third in Mathematics Study Standard 2. Ethan Dempsey, third in Industrial Technology, Timber Products and Furniture Technologies. Patrick Dixon, Certificate of Graduation. Marius Edmonds, second in Mathematics Extension 1, third in Physics. Mason Evans, Certificate of Graduation. Audrey Gauchi, third in English Standard, third in Visual Arts. Camille Gitshu, Certificate of Graduation. Charlotte Harris, second in History Extension, second in Music. Ethan Jordan, Certificate of Graduation. Rowan Kelly, Certificate of Graduation. Chloe Kitching, third in Mathematics Standard 1. Amber Love, Certificate of Graduation. Max Rennenberg, Certificate of Graduation. Oliver Rizzuti, second in English Standard, second in Legal Studies. Daniel Salisbury, Certificate of Graduation. Josephine Santee, Society and Culture, third. Annie Smith, Certificate of Graduation. Adam Sitka, second in Music. Ryan Trent, Certificate of Graduation. Freya van Rossum, 3rd in Agriculture. Gemma Ward, Certificate of Graduation. Talia Woolley, Certificate of Graduation. Please put your hands together for the students of 12th. Thank you, Miss Holyfield. I would now like to call upon the homeroom teacher of 12.4, Miss Kuzak, to assist Mr Scollard in presenting the Year 12 portfolios. It is with pleasure that I present to you students from 12.4. Please hold your applause until the final student has been presented. Cornelius Appel, Certificate of Graduation. Sebastian Boucher, 2nd in Industrial Technology, Timber Products and Furniture Technologies, 2nd in Physics. Benjamin Boyer, Certificate of Graduation. Keegan Breakenback, 3rd in History Extension. Amity Buss, Certificate of Graduation. Sarah Darby, 3rd in Biology, 2nd in Personal Development, Health and Physical Education, 2nd in Studies of Religion 2. Nathan Della Libra, Certificate of Graduation. Ellie Junja, 3rd in Studies of Religion 2. Kaya Forward, Certificate of Graduation. Caitlin Graham, Certificate of Graduation. Kiara Hill, 2nd in Society and Culture, 2nd in Studies in Catholic Thought. Eamon Marshall, Certificate of Graduation. Holly McElveen, 3rd in Biology. Stephanie Micheleris, Certificate of Graduation. Lachlan Monaco, Certificate of Graduation. Danilo Nunez, Certificate of Graduation. Isabella Asinga Minta, Certificate of Graduation. Alec Popovic Katansarinzi, Certificate of Graduation. Amy Staton, Certificate of Graduation. Demi Vassallo, Certificate of Graduation. Lauren Walford, 2nd in Economics. Molly Walker, Certificate of Graduation. Hamish Walker Sawkins, Certificate of Graduation. Flynn Weston, Certificate of Graduation. William Zammett, Certificate of Graduation. Please put your hands together for the students of 12.4. Thank you, Ms. Kuzak. I would now like to call upon the homeroom teacher of 12.5, Miss Black, to assist Mr. Scollard in presenting the Year 12 portfolios. It is with pleasure that I present to you the students from 12.5. Please hold your applause until the final student has been presented. Bailey Atwell, Certificate of Graduation. Ayla Bogg, Certificate of Graduation. Oliver Burke, Certificate of Graduation. Brendan Butfield, Certificate of Graduation. Matthew Cassidy, Certificate of Graduation. Lily Foster, Second in English Studies. Curtis Glassford, Second in Design and Technology. Sean Gretsch Axiak, Third in Agriculture. Clay Griffiths, Second in Mathematics Standard 1. Rebecca Hand, Certificate of Graduation. Emma Hennessy, Certificate of Graduation. Shane Hunt, Certificate of Graduation. Amelia Konstantinov, Second in Chemistry, Second in Mathematics Standard 2. Ella Laurent, Certificate of Graduation. Nicholas Likely, Certificate of Graduation. Arid McCusker Monk, Second in Agriculture. Elena McDonald, Second in Community and Family Studies, Second in Visual Arts. Rose Mile, Second in Biology, Third in English Advanced, Third in Mathematics Advanced, Second in Studies of Religion 1. Madison Moon, Certificate of Graduation. Nurses Muradian, Third in Business Studies. Sean O'Riordan, Certificate of Graduation. Vaughan Philpott, Certificate of Graduation. Talia Rust, second in Ancient History, second in English Extension 2, third in Legal Studies, third in Studies in Catholic Thought. Sion Shan, Certificate of Graduation. Connor Taylor, Certificate of Graduation. Callum Walmsley, Certificate of Graduation. Emily Willis, third in Ancient History. Alicia Zagarella, Certificate of Graduation. Please put your hands together for the students of 12.1. Thank you, Miss Black. I now invite Ms Pranjic, Leader of Wellbeing for Year 12, to speak. Good afternoon, Mr Philip Scollard, our College Principal, staff, families and our Year 12 graduates 2022. Mother Teresa once said, "It's not about how much you do, but how much love you put into what you do that counts." Throughout your journey, you have been supported and loved by your parents, guardians, grandparents, aunts, uncles and siblings. They have been there every step of the way and they are so very proud of your achievements and your accomplishments, great and small. You stand before them today as young adults celebrating your graduation. Today, we thank your parents for their constant support, enduring love, invaluable wisdom and strong faith. To all your teachers, homeroom and classroom, I say thank you. You have challenged students to not just be better students, but better people. Whether it has been through a kind word or a selfless act, you have taught them well, provided them with everything they need to succeed. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, and the ability to put a smile on their faces even when they have been tired or unmotivated. It is this love that you have shown when preparing Year 12 for the HSC that will also prepare them for what comes next. And to Year 12, 2022, your sense of humour, your care, compassion, devotion, kindness during the good times and challenging moments are quality traits that you have shown all year, not just to each other, but also to all of our members of our community. You have been loyal to each other in this ever-changing world and demonstrated such resilience and strength. You have prayed for each other, you have supported each other, you have created friendships that will be everlasting. Recently, you have made wonderful memories at our retreat, St Columba's Day, Under the Spotlight production, the Creative Arts and TAS exhibition. These will be shared moments forever. Your love for one another is evident by the way that you work together, you pray together, and most of all, how you laugh together. So Year 12, make no mistake, you can go anywhere you choose. Be proud and never ever doubt yourself. So much is about to change for you as you begin to take and make a whole new series of decisions based on your hopes and dreams. I am confident in the priceless knowledge, the unforgettable memories, lifelong connections that you have obtained through your time here at St. Columba's. This will lead you to make positive difference to our world. I am so very proud of all of you. You leave here today with a strong spiritual legacy. This will support you through life's challenges. An awareness of the nature and the importance of true justice, an ability to love with genuine tenderness, and the knowledge that as you walk in different directions into the future, each of you will not walk alone, but humbly with your God. Congratulations again, Year 12. It has been a true pleasure to work with you. Thank you.
I now invite Mr Scollard, our college principal, and Mr Michael Milgate, our head of learning, thank you, to come forward for the presentation of the Academic Excellence Awards for 2022. The following awards are for students who have achieved excellence in their vocational education and training course. These students will be awarded an Academic Excellence Medallion and Certificate. Ella Laurent for hospitality. Audrey Gauchi, hospitality. Arid McCusker Monk, primary industries. Connor Taylor, fitness. And Joshua Phillips, information and digital technology. The following awards are for those students who have been ranked in first place in their courses based on their HSC assessment. These students will be awarded an Academic Excellence Medallion and Certificate. The following students have achieved first place in one of their courses. I'd ask you to please hold your applause until the last student is presented with their award. Bailey Atwell, first in English Studies. Rachel Doughty, first in Design and Technology. Marius Edmonds, first in Mathematics Extension 2. Curtis Glassford, first in Industrial Technology, Timber Products and Furniture Technologies. Sophia Hammond, first in History Extension. Liam Kerr, first in Physics. Bridget Lloyd-Williams, first in English Studies. Eamon Marshall, first in Mathematics Standard 1. Elena McDonald, first in Mathematics Standard 2. Oliver Rizzuti, first in Business Studies. Talia Rust, first in Visual Arts. Lauren Walford, first in Society and Culture. Please put your hands together for these students. The following students have achieved first place in 2 of their courses. Again, please hold your applause until the last student is presented with their award. Benjamin Boyer, first in music and first in entertainment. Jasmine Cook, first in legal studies and first in studies in Catholic thought. Charlotte Harris, first in ancient history and first in modern history. Holly McElveen, first in community and family studies and first in personal development, health and physical education. Thomas Rizzuti, first in English Standard and first in Studies of Religion 2. Please put your hands together for these students. The following student has achieved first place in 3 of their courses. First in Agriculture, first in English Extension 1 and first in English Extension 2. Please congratulate Rose Mile. The following student has achieved first place in 7 of a possible 7 of their courses. For first place in Biology and Chemistry, English Advanced and Mathematics Advanced, Mathematics Extension 1, Science Extension and Studies of Religion 1, please put your hands together. Congratulations to all of those students. Outstanding Academic Effort Awards are presented to students who have displayed an unfailing and rigorous commitment to study across all their courses throughout Year 12. These students received a grade of consistently in all learning practices in all subjects in both their Semester 1 and 2 reports. Please hold your applause until the last student is presented with their award. In 2022, the Outstanding Academic Effort Awards are presented to the following students: Paige Bradshaw, Sarah Darby, Ellie Junja, Audrey Gauchi, Sophia Hammond, Amelia Konstantinov, Rose Mile, Stephanie Micheleris, Adam Sipka, Talia Rust, Pang Ying Ko, Gemma Ward, and Emily Willis.
please put your hands together for these students. I now invite our college captains, Jasmine Cook and Sean Gretchaksiak, to present the college captain's address.
Friends, families, teachers, our fellow Year 12s. Welcome. I'm sure you agree it's surreal, but undoubtedly wonderful to be gathered here today. This introduction was written up in the presentation space one morning about a week ago because Xavier was closed for the prelims. Fitting, I think, because it was written by the backdrop of constant and familiar chatter, surrounded by many of you guys. How many words is a six marker again? People were asking, was there LP for English? How was your weekend? Can you believe we only have a week to go? What colour is your suit for formal? You going to the gym this afternoon? It was just us, talking, laughing, propping each other up, keeping each other going. We've shared notes, homework, mental breakdowns, Google Docs at odd hours of the evening, and at the morning as well. Carnivals, retreats, we're all very lucky. There's going to be a lot of well-deserved, heartfelt thank yous in this speech. First one goes to our peers, because what would we have done without each other? We're surrounded by people who have shaped our lives so far, and we extend to all of them our most sincere of thanks. Teachers who are kind and persistent, thoughtful and caring, more so than we could ever have asked for. To all the people, seen and unseen, who made our school experience seamless and that much more enjoyable. Our incredible low, Miss Pranjic, who guided us through this crazy year. Friends who changed and grew, but looked out for each other as we changed and grew. Fell apart, got back together. Families, born and chosen, who stood by us, even when we didn't remember to thank them. On days where we hid, who cared. Our peers, who kept pushing, kept things exciting, and carried us through these moments of celebration, on days when we never believed it was going to happen. But here we are.
I don't think any of us know what our future holds, and I'd be lying if I said we did. After all these months, I have very little idea at all for some of us. For some of us, it might be, TAFE or uni or work, but these are broad labels that don't offer many answers, when in comparison, for the last 6 years, we've known that lunch starts at 12:50, afternoon study is on Wednesday and Thursday in Xavier, and 3:05 means freedom. But there's a quote from this horror science fiction podcast I listen to and love, and I find myself repeating it more and more these days. It goes, "The past is gone and cannot harm you anymore, though the future is fast coming for you. It always flinches first and settles in as a gentle present." I don't know, I don't pretend to know what happens next. I don't think, and I'm sure many of you would agree with me here today, that today would actually come. But here we are. The future seems to be fast coming for us. The past of childhood, of security, of familiarity seems to be fading more and more with each passing day. But I hope that the future flinches before we do. I hope that these foundations make you strong and able to weather it. I hope that if and when we fade and shift away from the people and relationships we have right now sitting in those chairs at 18, that we are certain that they meant something, that we were enough because we gave it everything, good, bad, or indifferent. We gave it our all. I'm so proud of who we are, and I'm excited to see who we become. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jasmine and Sean. It's fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, we now are moving on to the presentation of the College Major Awards. So firstly, I'll invite Mrs Mulhall to present the Sporting Blue Award and Outstanding Sports Person Award. The Sporting Blue Award is for students who represent the college through selection into a state or national team as a result of competing at the New South Wales Combined Catholic College level. This award is also presented to students who represent a sport at a state or national level without being part of the New South Wales CCC pathway. The recipient of the Outstanding Sports Person Award is a student who has represented the college in more than one sport at a house, representative, diocesan or higher level of competition. They've been involved in a range of college sporting activities and above else displayed an attitude of mind which exhibits a willingness to give to the team, their sporting house and the college before self-achievement, and acknowledges the exceptional talent and commitment to sport. Congratulations to the following student who has received a Sporting Blue Award for PDSSC Swimming and is the recipient of the Outstanding Sports Person Award for 2022. Haig Buckingham. Well done, Haig. And thank you, Mrs Mulhall. I'll now invite Mrs Foray to present the Cultural Award. The Cultural Award is presented to the student who has made a significant contribution to the creative and performing arts life of the college in areas such as visual arts, Captivate, Showcase, drama, Talkfest, music, singing and or dancing. The recipient of the Cultural Award for 2022 is Charlotte Harris. Well done, Charlotte. And thank you, Ms Foray. I'll now invite Mr Michael Milgate, the Head of Learning, to present the Long Tan Leadership and Teamwork Award. The Australian Defence Force Long Tan Youth Leadership and Teamwork Award recognises and celebrates qualities such as leadership, teamwork, respect for others, doing one's best and mateship as displayed by young people. The Australian Defence Force places great importance on these qualities, and in fact the servicemen and women of this nation are also expected to demonstrate these qualities every day. The Long Tan Award is presented to the student who demonstrates leadership and teamwork within both the college and the broader community and displays strong values such as doing one's best, respect for others and mateship, values considered integral to the ADF and Australian society. The recipient of the Australian Defence Force Long Tan Youth Leadership and Teamwork Award for 2022 is Curtis Glassford. Thank you, Mr Milgate. I'll now invite Mr Sattler, Head of Religious Education and Mission, to present the Bishop of Parramatta Award for Student Excellence and the Act Justly Award. The annual Bishop of Parramatta Award for Student Excellence, which recognises the religious and academic achievement of senior students across the Diocese of Parramatta, was presented at St Patrick's Cathedral on the 24th of August. So the following is the citation that was read for this student on that evening. As our college captain, Sean exemplifies the gospel-inspired service essential to true Christian leadership. Sean's priorities are informed by prayer. His proclamation of Scripture and leadership in college liturgies have regularly enlivened the prayer life of the community. His authority as an inspirer of student action flows from his integrity as a man of reflective and practical faith. He has devoted himself to animating social justice projects, including the Jesuit Social Services food drives and Project Compassion. Sean is an academically gifted student who supports his peers' academic progress and has contributed with vitality to a variety of college projects. The recipient of the Bishop of Parramatta Award for Student Excellence for 2022, Sean Grech-Axiak. The Act Justly Award is for social justice. The recipient of the Act Justly Award has made an outstanding contribution to the promotion of gospel-based justice in the college and the broader community. They have committed themselves to leading our community through awareness raising and practical service for the sake of those most marginalised in our society. This year, the college has decided to honour 2 students with this award. So the recipients of the Act Justly Award for 2022 are Sophia Hammond and Paige Bradshaw. And thank you, Mr. Sattler. I'd now like to invite Mr. Scollard to present the Iona and the Christian Leadership Awards. The Iona Award. The recipient of this prestigious award is a true all-rounder, energetic in striving for academic, sporting and cultural excellence, and is an empowering example to the others of the call to make the most of our God-given gifts for the good of the college community. The recipient of the Iona Award for 2022 is Jasmine Cook. And the Christian Leadership Award. The recipient of the Christian Leadership Award is an exemplary leader who lives out our Christian faith through their compassion, their witness to God's love, liturgical spirit, and their humble service of our community. The recipients of this award are people of action, dedicated and passionate to follow their faith through their strong commitment to their own faith formation and faith leadership. And this year the college has decided to honour 2 students with this award. And the recipients of the Christian Leadership Award for 2022 are Sean Grech-Axiak and Elena McDonald. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our Year 12 graduation ceremony for 2022. On behalf of Mr. Scollard and all the college staff, I'd like to thank everyone for being here today, and your presence is wonderful for our students. To end the ceremony, I'd like Year 12 to stand and for us all to congratulate them as they leave the church. As I said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here to be part of such a wonderful celebration for our students and your children. It's been a fantastic day. Thank you. Have a wonderful afternoon with them.